Chosen ones, God is ready to uncover it all for you. Every secret, every promise, every hidden truth that's been waiting in the wings of your life. This moment isn't random. You're here because a divine revelation is unfolding, and it's about to change everything you thought you knew. The Creator has been preparing you, shaping you, and now the veil is lifting. You're stepping into a season where clarity will flood your path, where answers will find you, and where the mysteries of your purpose will come into sharp focus. Get ready, because this is the time when everything is laid bare. Your life has been a journey of questions, hasn't it? Moments where you wondered why things happened the way they did, why certain doors closed, why some battles felt heavier than others. God has seen every step, every tear, every quiet prayer whispered in the dark. Those moments weren't wasted. They were the groundwork for what's coming now, a divine unveiling where every why finds its answer. The struggles you faced weren't just obstacles. They were chisels, carving out the strength and wisdom you carry today. Now, God is ready to show you the bigger picture, the one that ties every loose end together. But to receive this, you need to claim it. Pause for a moment, hit that like button, and type 777 inches the comments below. That number carries the energy of divine completion, a signal to the universe that you're ready for what's about to be revealed. Stay with me, because if you feel a stirring in your spirit, it's because this message is meant for you. God doesn't speak in half measures, and what He's about to show you is no small thing. Picture a book, your book, written by the hand of God. Every chapter, every page, every word has been crafted with purpose. The trials you thought were meaningless, they were sentences in a story leading to this moment. The victories you celebrated, they were milestones, marking your readiness for what's next. Now, God is turning the page to a chapter where the truth shines brighter than ever. You're not just a character in this story, you're the one He's chosen to carry His light, to walk a path that others can only dream of. This unveiling isn't just about understanding your past, it's about seeing your future with eyes wide open. God is pulling back the curtain on opportunities you didn't know existed. Doors that seemed locked will swing wide. Connections that felt out of reach will find you. The dreams you buried under doubt, they're about to rise, stronger than ever, because God is breathing life into them. He's saying, "You've carried enough. Now it's time to see what I've been holding for you." Some of you have felt stuck, like you're standing at a crossroads with no map. Maybe you've been praying for a sign, a direction, anything to show you the way. That sign is here. God is ready to uncover the path He's laid out for you. It's not a vague promise, it's a clear, unshakable truth. The fog is lifting, and the road ahead is coming into view. You'll see why certain people walked away, why certain plans fell apart. It wasn't rejection, it was redirection. God moving you towards something greater. Now, let's make this real. Type 777 inches the comments again, because this is your moment to declare you're ready for the truth. Don't just watch, engage with this energy. When you do, you're telling the universe you're open to what God is revealing. And trust me, you want to be open for this. The clarity coming your way isn't just a fleeting moment. It's a shift that will redefine how you see yourself, your purpose, and your place in this world. God's revelation is like a sunrise after a long night. It doesn't just light up the sky, it changes how you see everything. The doubts that once clouded your mind will scatter. The fears that held you back will lose their grip. You'll start to notice things you missed before, opportunities hiding in plain sight, people sent to lift you up, moments that feel like divine appointments. This is what happens when God uncovers it all. The world aligns with his plan for you. Maybe you've been carrying a weight, a question that's kept you up at night. Why am I here? What's my purpose? Those questions aren't accidents, they're invitations. God has been waiting for you to ask them because the answers are ready. He's not hiding them from you. He's been preparing you to receive them. Your heart, your mind, your spirit, they've all been shaped for this moment. The truth is, you're not just searching for purpose, you're stepping into it. Let's talk about what this unveiling means for your life right now. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a sense of certainty you haven't felt in years. You walk into your day knowing exactly why you're here, what you're meant to do, and who you're meant to become. That's the power of what God is doing. He's not just giving you answers, he's giving you a new way of seeing, a new way of moving through the world. Your steps will feel lighter, your decisions surer, because you're no longer guessing, you're walking in truth. If this is resonating, don't hold back. Type 777 inches, the comments one more time to seal this moment. And if you're feeling called, subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking this path together. Your engagement fuels this message, helping it reach others who need to hear it. Stay with me, because we're just getting started. God's not done revealing what's yours. This isn't about small changes. This is a divine overhaul. God is rewriting the story you've been telling yourself, the one that says you're not enough, that your dreams are too big, that your past defines you. None of that is true. The truth is, you're a chosen one, handpicked by the Creator to carry a light that can't be dimmed. And now, He's showing you what that light can do. It's not just about you, it's about the impact you're destined to have. Think about the people who've crossed your path, the ones who've seen something in you that you couldn't see in yourself. They weren't wrong. They saw the spark of divinity God placed in you. Now, He's fanning that spark into a flame. The world is about to see it too. Your family, your friends, even strangers. They'll notice something different, something magnetic. It's not just confidence, it's certainty, the kind that comes when God reveals His plan. You've been through fire, haven't you? Moments that tested you, broke you, reshaped you. Those weren't punishments, they were preparations. God was forging you, making you ready for this unveiling. Every scar you carry is a mark of His faithfulness, proof that you've come through the impossible. Now, He's ready to show you what those scars were for. They're not just reminders of pain, they're badges of victory, signs that you're ready for what's next. Let's pause for a second. If you're feeling this truth settle into your spirit, type 777 inches, the comments one last time. Let the heavens know you're claiming this revelation. This isn't just a video. It's a moment, a turning point. God is speaking directly to you, and He's saying, it's time. The answers you've been seeking, the clarity you've been craving, it's all coming. You just have to step into it. What does it mean to step into God's truth? It means letting go of the doubts that have held you back. It means trusting that the path ahead, even if it looks unfamiliar, is the one you were born to walk. God isn't just revealing answers, He's revealing you, the real you, the one He created before the world began. That version of you isn't small, isn't ordinary. It's a force, a light, a vessel for His glory. Maybe you felt like you're carrying a weight you can't explain, a sense that there's more to your life than what you see. That's God stirring something in you. He's been planting seeds of purpose, and now they're ready to bloom. The unveiling isn't just about what's out there, it's about what's in you. The gifts, the dreams, the strength you didn't know you had. God is pulling them to the surface, and the world is about to see them shine. This moment is a divine appointment. You're not here by chance. The Creator of the universe has called you by name, and He's ready to show you what He's been working on behind the scenes. Every closed door, every delay, every moment of confusion, it's all been leading to this. The answers are coming, and they're bigger than you imagined. They're not just about your life, they're about the legacy you're building, the lives you'll touch, the light you'll carry. Let's talk about what's waiting for you. God's revelation isn't just a single moment, it's a season of breakthroughs, of open doors, of unexpected blessings. You're going to see things fall into place in ways that don't make sense, ways that defy logic. That job you've been praying for? That relationship you've been hoping to heal? That dream you thought was too big? God's got it. He's uncovering the path to make it happen. You might be thinking, but I've been waiting so long. I hear you. Waiting is hard. It tests your faith, your patience, your hope. But God hasn't forgotten you. Every moment of waiting was a moment of preparation. He was building something in you that could carry the weight of what's coming. The clarity, the blessings, the opportunities. They're not just gifts, they're responsibilities. And God knows you're ready to carry them. This unveiling is personal. It's not a generic promise, it's a message with your name on it. God sees you right where you are. He knows the battles you've fought, the dreams you held onto, the moments you thought you couldn't go on, and He's saying, I've got you. It's time to see what I've been holding for you. The truth He's revealing isn't just about your purpose. It's about your power, the kind that comes from walking in His light. Don't let this moment pass you by. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are stepping into this truth together. Your presence here, your engagement, it's part of the energy that's shifting the atmosphere. God is moving, and you're part of it. Stay with me, because what's coming next is going to shake the foundations of everything you thought you knew. This revelation isn't just about seeing the truth, it's about living it. God isn't just showing you the path, He's giving you the strength to walk it. You're not the same person you were yesterday. Something's shifting inside you, isn't it? You can feel it, a spark, a certainty, a knowing that you're on the edge of something big. That's God. He's uncovering the real you, the one who's been hidden under layers of doubt, fear, and struggle. Let's get practical for a moment. When God reveals His truth, it doesn't just stay in your head, it changes how you move. You'll start noticing opportunities where you saw obstacles. You'll feel a boldness to take steps you've been hesitant to take. Maybe it's reaching out to someone, starting that project, or letting go of something that's been holding you back. Whatever it is, God's clarity will give you the courage to act. The world might try to pull you back. People might question the changes they see in you. They might not understand why you're moving with such confidence, such purpose. That's okay. They don't need to understand yet. Your job isn't to explain, it's to shine. God's revelation will make you a light in places that have known only darkness. Your presence will shift rooms, change conversations, inspire others without you even trying. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming who you've always been. God created you with a purpose, a fire, a destiny that's uniquely yours. The unveiling is just Him showing you what's been there all along. You're not stepping into a new role, you're stepping into the fullness of who He made you to be. And trust me, that version of you is unstoppable. Some of you are feeling a weight lift as you hear this. That's the power of God's truth. It doesn't just inform, it transforms. It doesn't just show you the way, it sets you free. You're not bound by the limitations of your past anymore. The mistakes, the setbacks, the moments you thought defined you, they don't. What defines you now is God's plan, His promise, His truth being uncovered in your life. Let's talk about the impact of this moment. When God reveals His truth, it's not just for you, it's for everyone around you. Your family, your community, even people you haven't met yet. They're going to feel the ripple effect of this unveiling. Your clarity will inspire others to seek their own. Your courage will give others permission to dream bigger. Your light will show others the way. You might be wondering, what do I do with this? The answer is simple. Trust. Trust that God's timing is perfect. Trust that the answers He's revealing are true. Trust that the path He's showing you is the right one, even if it looks different from what you expected. This unveiling isn't the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter, one where you walk with purpose, with power, with a clarity that nothing can shake. God's revelation is like a key, unlocking doors you didn't even know were there. Some of those doors will lead to places you've dreamed of: success, love, fulfillment. Others will lead to places you didn't expect, but they'll be exactly where you're meant to be. Every step you take from here is guided, protected, purposeful. You're not wandering anymore. You're walking in truth. This is bigger than you. It's about the legacy you're building, the lives you're touching, the light you're carrying into a world that needs it. God isn't just uncovering His plan for you, He's uncovering His plan through you. You're a vessel, a beacon, a chosen one called to shine in ways that will echo for generations. Can you feel the weight of that? Not a heavy weight, but a holy one, a purpose that fills you with strength. Right now, God is speaking to your spirit. He's saying, you're ready, ready to see the truth, ready to walk the path, ready to carry the light He's placed in you. This unveiling isn't just a moment, it's a movement. It's the start of something that will change not just your life, but the world around you. You're not just receiving answers, you're becoming one. Let's pause and reflect. You've been through seasons of waiting, seasons of wondering, seasons of fighting battles you didn't choose. Those seasons weren't wasted. They were shaping you for this. God's been working behind the scenes, aligning every detail, preparing you for the revelation that's unfolding now. You're not the same person who started this journey. You're stronger, wiser, ready. This is your moment to step into the fullness of God's plan. Not tomorrow, not next week now. The veil is lifting and the truth is clear. You're not ordinary. You're not overlooked. You're a chosen one, called by name, with a purpose that's been written in the stars. God is uncovering it all, and it's time to embrace it. Maybe you've been holding back, afraid to fully step into what God has for you. That fear ends today. God's revelation comes with power, with assurance, with a promise that you're not alone. He's with you, guiding you, lighting the way. Every step you take from here is backed by His strength, His wisdom, His love. You're not just walking, you're soaring. This unveiling is a gift, but it's also a call to action. God's showing you the truth so you can live it, not just for yourself, but for those who need your light. The world is waiting for you to step into this moment, to claim the purpose He's revealing. Don't shrink back. Don't doubt. The Creator of the universe is behind you, and He's saying, it's time. Some of you are feeling a fire ignite as you hear this. That's not a coincidence. That's God stirring your spirit, reminding you who you are. You're not defined by your past, your mistakes, or what others think of you. You're defined by His truth, His plan, His love, and right now, He's uncovering it all so you can walk in it with boldness. Let's talk about what this looks like in your everyday life. When God reveals His truth, it changes how you show up. You carry yourself differently, not with arrogance, but with quiet strength. You make decisions with clarity, not confusion. You face challenges with courage, not fear. This is what it means to live in the light of His revelation. It's not just a moment, it's a way of being. You might be thinking, but what if I'm not ready? Here's the truth. You are. God doesn't reveal what you're not prepared to handle. Every trial, every lesson, every moment of growth has been building you for this. You're not stepping into something you can't carry. You're stepping into something you were born for. Trust that. Trust Him. This unveiling is also about connection. God's not just showing you your path. He's showing you the people who are meant to walk it with you. Divine connections are coming. People who see your light, who believe in your purpose, who will lift you up and walk beside you. These aren't random encounters, they're part of God's plan, pieces of the puzzle He's revealing. Let's get real for a second. The world can be a heavy place. You've seen it: chaos, doubt, fear. But God's revelation cuts through all of that. It's a lifeline, a reminder that you're not here to be swallowed by the noise. You're here to rise above it, to shine through it, to bring hope where it's needed most. That's what this unveiling is about, equipping you to be a light in the darkness. You're not alone in this. Thousands of chosen ones are waking up to their purpose, just like you. If you feel called, subscribe to join this movement, to stand with others who are claiming their divine truth. Your presence here matters. It's part of the ripple effect God is creating through you. Stay with me, because we're not done. There's more to uncover. This revelation isn't just about what God's showing you, it's about what He's doing in you. He's awakening gifts you didn't know you had, strengths you've only begun to tap into. Maybe you've felt them stirring a sense of knowing, a pull towards something bigger, a courage that surprises even you. That's God, uncovering the treasure He placed in you from the beginning. Let's talk about those gifts. Maybe it's a vision for something new, a business, a project, a way to help others. Maybe it's a voice that speaks truth, a heart that heals, a mind that creates. Whatever it is, God's revealing it now because the world needs it. Your gifts aren't just for you, they're for the people He's called you to serve. And He's giving you the clarity to use them. This isn't a one-time event. God's revelation is a process, a journey of uncovering layer after layer of His truth. Each step you take reveals more about who you are, what you're capable of, and the impact you're destined to have. It's like peeling back the layers of a masterpiece, discovering the beauty that's been there all along. That masterpiece is you. Some of you have been carrying dreams you thought were impossible. Maybe you've pushed them aside, thinking they were too big, too far out of reach. God's saying, bring them back. Those dreams weren't accidents, they were planted by Him. This unveiling is His way of showing you they're not just possible, they're part of His plan. He's giving you the map to make them real. Let's talk about the battles you've faced, the ones that left you weary, questioning, wondering if you'd ever come out on the other side. Those battles weren't just attacks, they were training grounds. God was using them to build your resilience, your faith, your ability to stand firm. Now, He's showing you why. Every battle was preparing you for the victory that's coming. This unveiling is also about freedom. Freedom from the lies that have held you back. The ones that said you're not enough, that your past defines you, that your dreams are too big. God's truth sets you free. It reminds you that you're not bound by what was, you're defined by what is and what will be. And what will be is glorious. You might be feeling a shift right now, a sense that something's changing. That's God moving in you. He's not just revealing his plan, he's activating it. You're stepping into a season where things will start to align, where the pieces will fall into place, where the path ahead will become clear. This is your moment to claim it, to walk in it, to live it. Let's talk about the world around you. It's not a coincidence that you're here, now, in this time. God chose you for this moment because the world needs your light. The clarity He's giving you isn't just for your benefit, it's for the people who are lost, the ones who need hope, the ones who need to see what's possible when someone walks in divine truth. This revelation is a call to rise, not to shrink back, not to play small, but to stand tall in the truth of who you are. You're a chosen one, called by God to carry His light, to live His truth, to make a difference. The unveiling is His way of saying, I've prepared you, now go, and He's with you, every step of the way. Some of you are thinking, but what if I stumble? Here's the truth, you will, we all do. But God's revelation doesn't depend on your perfection, it depends on His faithfulness. Every stumble is a chance to learn, to grow, to step deeper into His truth. He's not asking you to be flawless, He's asking you to be faithful. This unveiling is also about trust. Trusting that God's plan is bigger than your doubts. Trusting that His timing is perfect, even when it feels slow. Trusting that the path He's revealing is the right one, even if it looks different from what you expected. When you trust, you open the door for His truth to flow through you, transforming everything in its path. Let's get specific. What does this look like in your life? It's the moment you say yes to that opportunity you've been hesitant about. It's the courage to have that conversation you've been avoiding. It's the faith to step out, even when you don't have all the answers. God's revelation gives you the clarity to act, the strength to move, the wisdom to know what's next. You're not alone in this journey. God's uncovering His truth for thousands of chosen ones, just like you. Together, you're part of a movement, a wave of light breaking through the darkness. If you feel called, subscribe to stand with this community, to amplify this message, to be part of something bigger. Your presence here is no accident, it's divine. This revelation is also about legacy. The truth God's uncovering isn't just for today, it's for tomorrow, for the generations that will follow, the steps you take now, the light you carry, the purpose you live out. It's building something that will last. You're not just living for yourself, you're planting seeds for a future you may never see, but God does. Let's talk about the power of this moment. When God reveals His truth, it's not just information, it's transformation. It changes how you see yourself, how you see others, how you see the world. It's like putting on new glasses, seeing everything in vivid color for the first time. That clarity is your strength, your guide, your fire. You might be wondering, how do I hold on to this? It's simple. Stay open. Keep seeking. Keep trusting. God's revelation isn't a one-time event, it's a lifelong journey. Each day, He'll show you more, guide you further, light the way brighter. It takes courage to see the truth, to accept it, to live it. The world will try to pull you back into doubt, into fear, into the shadows. But God's truth is stronger. It's a shield, a sword, a light that no darkness can overcome. You're not just receiving revelation, you're becoming it. Let's talk about the people around you. Some will see the change in you and be drawn to it. Others will resist, because your light challenges their comfort. That's okay. Your job isn't to convince them, it's to shine. God's revelation will do the rest, working through you to touch lives, shift perspectives, and spark hope. This is your moment, chosen one. God is uncovering it all. Every answer, every promise, every piece of his plan for you. You're not here by chance. You're here because he's ready to show you the truth, to light your path, to guide you into the fullness of who you're meant to be. Step into it, claim it, live it. This moment of unveiling is a divine reset, a chance to see your life through God's eyes. You've been carrying a version of yourself shaped by the world, by expectations, by setbacks, by voices that told you who you should be. But God is peeling back those layers, showing you the truth of who He created. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about stepping into the fullness of who you already are. His revelation is rewriting the story you've been told, replacing lies with truth, doubt with certainty, fear with boldness. You've walked through seasons where you felt invisible, haven't you? Moments where your efforts seemed unnoticed, your heart unheard. God saw it all. Every quiet sacrifice, every unspoken prayer, every time you kept going when you wanted to give up. Those moments weren't lost. They were seeds, planted in faith, now ready to bloom. This unveiling is God showing you the harvest, the fruit of your perseverance, the reward of your trust in Him. Let's talk about the fire in your spirit. You've felt it, even if you didn't always know what it was, a spark that refused to go out, no matter how hard life tried to extinguish it. That fire is God's presence, burning away what doesn't belong, refining what does. Now, He's uncovering its purpose. That fire isn't just for you. It's a beacon meant to light the way for others. It's a call to step into spaces where your presence changes everything. The world has a way of making you feel small, doesn't it? It tells you your dreams are too big, your past too heavy, your future too uncertain. But God's revelation cuts through that noise. He's showing you that your dreams were never too big. They were His all along. Your past? It's not a chain. It's a foundation. Your future? It's not uncertain. It's written in His hand. This unveiling is your invitation to see yourself as He does. Limitless, chosen, unstoppable. Some of you have been carrying a vision, a dream that feels too heavy to hold. Maybe it's a calling to create, to lead, to heal. You've wondered if it's real, if it's possible. God's saying it's both. This unveiling is His confirmation, His blueprint for turning that vision into reality. He's not just showing you the what, He's showing you the how, the when, the why. Trust that the pieces are coming together, even if you can't see them all yet. Let's talk about the battles you didn't choose, the ones that came out of nowhere, testing your strength, your faith, your resolve. Those weren't accidents. They were divine setups, moments God used to show you what you're made of. Now, He's uncovering the purpose behind them. Every battle was a lesson, every wound a teacher, every victory a step toward this moment. You're not just a survivor, you're a warrior, forged for a purpose bigger than you knew. This revelation is also about timing. You've wondered why things didn't happen when you wanted them to, why some doors stayed closed. God's unveiling shows you the rhythm of His plan. Those delays weren't denials, they were divine alignments, setting you up for moments like this. The right doors are opening now, at the right time, with the right people waiting on the other side. You're stepping into a season where everything aligns with His purpose. You've got a light that others can't ignore. You've seen it in the way people respond to you, the way they're drawn to something in you they can't quite name. That's God's presence, shining through you. This unveiling is amplifying that light, making it brighter, bolder, impossible to miss. It's not just about you seeing the truth. It's about the world seeing it through you. Your life is becoming a testimony, a living proof of His power. Let's get real about what's holding you back. Maybe it's fear of failing, of being seen, of stepping into something bigger than you feel ready for. God's revelation is stronger than that fear. It's a reminder that you're not stepping out alone. He's with you, guiding you, carrying you when you can't walk. This unveiling is His promise that you're equipped for what's ahead, that the fear is just a shadow, and His light is stronger. You've been in rooms where you felt out of place, haven't you? Places where you wondered if you belonged. God's saying you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. This unveiling is showing you why. You're not here to blend into the crowd. You're here to lead, to inspire, to shine. The places where you felt small were just training grounds, preparing you to step into spaces where your light changes everything. This is also about surrender, not giving up, but letting go. Letting go of control, of the need to have it all figured out. God's revelation doesn't require you to have all the answers. It requires you to trust the one who does. When you surrender, you make room for His truth to flow, for His plan to unfold, for His power to work through you. This unveiling is an invitation to rest in His certainty, to let Him lead. You've carried burdens that weren't yours to carry: guilt, shame, the weight of others' expectations. God's uncovering the truth about those too. They don't define you. They never did. His revelation is setting you free, showing you that you're not bound by what others think or what you've been through. You're defined by His love, His purpose, His plan, and that plan is unfolding now in ways you can't even imagine. Let's talk about the dreams you've buried, the ones you pushed aside because life got in the way, because doubt crept in, because you thought they were too big. God's revelation is digging them up, dusting them off, breathing life back into them. Those dreams weren't random, they were His vision for you, planted deep in your spirit. This unveiling is His way of saying, it's time to bring them to life. You've felt moments of clarity before, haven't you? Fleeting glimpses where everything made sense, where you knew exactly who you were and what you were meant to do. God's unveiling is turning those glimpses into a steady light. It's not just a moment, it's a new way of living, where clarity isn't fleeting but constant, where purpose isn't a question but a certainty. You're stepping into a life where every step is guided by His truth. Some of you have been waiting for permission to dream, to act, to step into your calling. God's giving it to you now. This unveiling is His green light, His go-ahead, His assurance that you're ready. You don't need anyone else's approval. You have His. And with His approval comes His power, His guidance, His promise that what He's started in you, He'll finish. This revelation is also about community. You're not meant to walk this path alone. God's uncovering the people who are meant to walk with you, friends, mentors, partners who see your light and amplify it. These connections aren't random, they're divine, part of His plan to surround you with those who will lift you up, challenge you, and help you shine brighter. Look for them. They're coming. You've been through seasons of silence, where it felt like God was quiet, like your prayers were unanswered. Those seasons weren't empty, they were sacred. God was working in the quiet, preparing you for this moment of unveiling. Every silent moment was a brushstroke, painting the masterpiece of your life. Now, He's showing you the canvas, and it's more beautiful than you could have imagined. Let's talk about your influence. You might not see it yet, but your life is already touching others. The way you carry yourself, the way you keep going, the way you hold on to hope, it's inspiring people you may never know. God's revelation is amplifying that influence, making your light a beacon for those who are lost, those who need hope, those who need to see what's possible when someone trusts in His plan. You've been shaped by moments of sacrifice, haven't you? times when you gave more than you had, loved when it hurt, kept going when it would have been easier to stop. Those moments weren't in vain. God's unveiling is showing you their purpose. They were building something in you: character, strength, a heart that reflects His. Now, He's showing you how those sacrifices are turning into blessings, how they're paving the way for what's next. This is also about vision. Not just seeing what's in front of you, but seeing what's possible. God's revelation is opening your eyes to a bigger picture, a future that's bolder, brighter, more impactful than you dared to dream. He's showing you not just where you are, but where you're going. And it's a place of purpose, of power, of promise. Step into that vision. It's yours. You've felt moments of doubt, where you wondered if you were enough. God's saying you are. This unveiling is His affirmation, His reminder that you were created with intention, with purpose, with a spark that nothing can extinguish. The doubts? They're just shadows, and His light is stronger. Let this revelation wash away the lies, replacing them with the truth of who you are in Him. This moment is a turning point. God's uncovering the truth, not just to show you, but to set you in motion. You're not meant to stay still, to hold on to this revelation like a secret. You're meant to live it, to share it, to let it shine through every word, every action, every step. The world is waiting for you to move, to show what happens when a chosen one walks in God's truth. You've been carrying a weight of responsibility, haven't you? Feeling like you have to figure it all out, make it all happen. God's revelation is lifting that burden. He's saying, I've got this. Your job isn't to control, it's to follow, to trust, to let His truth guide you. This unveiling is His promise that you don't have to carry it alone. He's leading the way, and He's got everything you need. Let's talk about the unexpected. God's revelation often comes in ways you don't see coming. A door you didn't expect. A person who changes everything. A moment that shifts your perspective. This unveiling is preparing you for those surprises, giving you the wisdom to recognize them, the courage to embrace them, the faith to trust they're part of His plan. Get ready, something unexpected is coming, and it's good. You've been shaped by moments of solitude, times when you felt alone in your journey. Those moments weren't abandonment, they were sacred spaces where God was speaking to you, preparing you, strengthening you. This unveiling is showing you the purpose of those quiet times. They were building a foundation, a resilience, a connection with Him that nothing can shake. Now, you're ready to step out of the solitude and into the light. This revelation is also about abundance, not just in wealth, but in love, in peace, in purpose. God's uncovering a life where you don't just survive, you thrive, where you don't just have enough, you have more than enough. This isn't about greed. It's about living in the overflow of His goodness, where your cup runs over, blessing everyone around you. That's the life He's revealing to you now. You've been through moments where you felt misunderstood, where your heart, your dreams, your faith didn't fit with the world around you. God's saying, that's because you were never meant to fit. This unveiling is showing you why you're different, because you're His. You're set apart, called to a purpose that doesn't conform to the world's rules. Embrace that difference. It's your strength. Let's talk about the legacy you're building. Every step you take in this revelation is laying a foundation not just for you, but for those who come after, your children, your community, the people who will hear your story. God's unveiling is showing you the impact you're meant to have, the lives you're meant to touch, the light you're meant to leave behind. You're not just living for today, you're building for tomorrow. You felt moments of restlessness, haven't you? A sense that there's more, that you're meant for something bigger. That restlessness isn't a curse, it's a call. God's revelation is answering it, showing you the more you've been longing for. It's not out of reach, it's right in front of you, waiting for you to step into it. This unveiling is his invitation to move, to act, to claim what's yours. This is also about healing, God's uncovering the wounds you've carried, not to expose them, but to heal them, the pain you've held onto, the scars you thought would never fade. He's turning them into strength, into wisdom, into testimonies of his grace. This revelation isn't just about seeing the future, it's about redeeming the past, making every moment whole. You've been in situations where you felt powerless, where the world seemed bigger than you. God's revelation is changing that. He's showing you the power. He's placed in you the power to overcome, to create, to inspire. This unveiling is his reminder that you're not at the mercy of the world. You're a force, a light, a chosen one with his strength flowing through you. Let's talk about the doors that are opening. Some you'll see coming, others will surprise you. God's revelation is giving you the eyes to recognize them, the wisdom to walk through them, the courage to trust where they lead. These aren't just opportunities, they're divine appointments, moments where his plan unfolds in ways you couldn't have planned. Step through them, they're yours. You've been shaped by moments of faith, times when you trusted even when you couldn't see. Those moments weren't random, they were training. God was teaching you to walk by faith, not by sight. Now, this unveiling is showing you why. The path ahead requires that same faith, that same trust. But now it's backed by clarity, by his revealed truth. You're ready to walk it. This revelation is also about joy. Not the fleeting kind, but the deep, unshakable joy that comes from knowing you're exactly where you're meant to be. God's uncovering a life where joy isn't just a moment, it's a state of being, where even in challenges, you carry a peace that passes understanding, a happiness that nothing can steal. That's his promise to you. You've felt moments where you questioned your worth, wondered if you were enough. God's revelation is silencing those doubts. He's showing you that you were created with intention, with value, with a purpose that no one else can fulfill. This unveiling is his love letter to you, reminding you that you're not just enough, you're extraordinary, chosen, his. Let's talk about the world you're stepping into. It's not the same world you've known. God's revelation is shifting the atmosphere, aligning circumstances, moving mountains you thought were immovable. You're not just walking through the world, you're changing it. Your light, your purpose, your truth, they're reshaping everything around you. That's the power of this unveiling. You've been carrying a heart for others, haven't you? A desire to help, to lift up, to make a difference. God's uncovering how to do that. He's showing you the people you're meant to reach, the lives you're meant to touch, the ways you're meant to serve. This revelation isn't just about your purpose, it's about the impact you'll have, the love you'll share, the hope you'll bring. This is also about freedom. Freedom from the expectations that have weighed you down, from the doubts that have held you back, from the fears that have kept you small. God's revelation is breaking those chains, showing you a life where you're free to be who he created, bold, purposeful, radiant. Step into that freedom. It's yours. You've been through moments where you felt like giving up, where the weight of the journey seemed too much. God saw those moments. He carried you through them. Now, he's uncovering why they mattered. Every time you kept going, you were building strength, faith, resilience. This revelation is showing you the victory those moments were leading to, the purpose they were shaping. Let's talk about the unexpected blessings coming your way. God's revelation isn't just about clarity, it's about abundance. Blessings you didn't see coming, opportunities you didn't plan for, moments that take your breath away. He's uncovering a life where His goodness overflows, where His provision surprises you, where His love overwhelms you. Get ready, it's coming. You've been shaped by moments of courage, times when you stepped out even when you were afraid. Those moments weren't just bravery, they were divine. God was using them to show you what you're capable of, to prepare you for this unveiling. Now, He's showing you the purpose behind that courage, the path it's leading you to, the impact it's meant to have. This revelation is also about connection, not just with God, but with yourself. He's uncovering the parts of you that you've hidden, the dreams you've buried, the strengths you've overlooked. This is a homecoming, a moment where you see yourself as He does, whole, worthy, called. Embrace that truth. It's who you are. You've felt moments where you sensed something bigger, a pull toward a purpose you couldn't quite name. That's God, calling you to this moment. His revelation is naming that purpose, giving it shape, showing you the path to live it. You're not chasing a dream anymore, you're stepping into a destiny, one that's been yours since the beginning. Let's talk about the light you carry. It's not just a spark, it's a fire, a radiance that shifts the atmosphere wherever you go. God's unveiling is amplifying that light, making it brighter, bolder, impossible to ignore. You're not just here to exist, you're here to shine, to illuminate, to show the world what's possible when someone walks in His truth. You've been through seasons of waiting where it felt like nothing was moving. Those seasons were sacred, moments where God was aligning the stars, preparing the ground, setting the stage. This unveiling is showing you why you waited, what He was building, how every moment was leading to this. The wait is over, and the harvest is here. This is also about power, not the world's kind, but God's, the power to create, to heal, to inspire. His revelation is awakening that power in you, showing you how to use it, where to direct it, who it's meant to touch. You're not just a vessel, you're a force, a chosen one called to change the world, with His strength flowing through you. You've carried questions about your place in the world, wondering where you fit. God's uncovering the answer. You don't fit, you lead. This revelation is showing you your role, not as a follower, but as a trailblazer, someone called to carve a path others will follow. Your place isn't in the crowd, it's at the front, shining the way. Let's talk about the transformation happening in you. God's revelation isn't just showing you truth, it's changing you. Your heart is opening, your mind is clearing, your spirit is rising. You're becoming someone who doesn't just know the truth, but lives it, breathes it, radiates it. This unveiling is making you a living testimony of His power. You've been through moments where you felt unseen, like your efforts didn't matter. God's saying they did. Every step, every choice, every act of faith, it was seen, it was counted, it was building something eternal. This revelation is uncovering the impact of those moments, showing you how they've shaped you, how they're shaping the world. This is also about hope, not the fleeting kind, but the kind that anchors your soul. God's revelation is planting that hope deep within you, showing you a future that's bright, purposeful, possible. It's a hope that doesn't waver, doesn't fade, doesn't depend on circumstances. It's His promise, and it's yours to carry. You've felt moments where you sensed a shift, a change you couldn't quite explain. That's God, moving in you, preparing you for this unveiling. He's uncovering the why behind those shifts, the purpose behind those stirrings. You're not just changing, you're becoming, stepping into the fullness of His plan, His truth, His call on your life. You've walked through moments where the path felt unclear, where every step seemed to lead to more questions than answers. God's revelation is changing that. He's uncovering a map, not drawn by human hands, but etched by His divine will. Every twist, every turn, every detour you've taken, it's all part of a design leading you to this moment. You're not lost, you're found, and He's showing you the way forward with a clarity that cuts through the fog. There's a strength in you that's been growing, hasn't there? A resilience that's carried you through storms others would have crumbled under. God's unveiling the purpose of that strength now. It's not just for survival, it's for impact. You were built to stand tall, to face challenges with a courage that reflects His power. This revelation is showing you how to wield that strength, how to use it to shape the world around you, to become a force for His glory. Let's talk about the moments when you felt alone, like no one truly understood your heart. Those weren't moments of isolation, they were moments of preparation. God was teaching you to hear His voice above the noise, to trust His presence over the crowd. This unveiling is showing you why you were set apart to carry a message, a light, a truth that doesn't depend on others' approval. You're ready to shine, and He's making it clear. You've carried dreams that felt too big, too bold, too impossible for the life you've known. God's revelation is reframing those dreams. They're not too big. They're His vision for you, planted before you took your first breath. He's uncovering the steps to bring them to life, showing you the doors that will open, the resources that will flow, the people who will help you build. This isn't a fantasy, it's a divine plan, and it's unfolding now. Some of you have felt a stirring, a sense that something's about to shift. That's God, moving in your spirit, preparing you for what's next. This unveiling isn't just about seeing, it's about sensing. He's sharpening your intuition, giving you the ability to feel His guidance, to know when to move, when to wait, when to act. Trust that stirring. It's His voice, leading you into a season of alignment and purpose. Let's talk about the weight of comparison. You've looked at others, wondering why their path seemed easier, why their blessings came sooner. God's revelation is freeing you from that trap. He's showing you that your journey is yours alone, crafted with intention, designed for a purpose no one else can fulfill. Your story isn't theirs, it's better, because it's His, written for you, revealed for this moment. You've been through moments of sacrifice, where you gave up comfort, time, even dreams, for the sake of others. Those weren't losses, they were investments. God's uncovering the return on those investments now. Every act of love, every moment of selflessness, it's coming back to you, multiplied in ways you couldn't have imagined. This revelation is showing you the harvest, the blessings, the legacy you're building. There's a fire in your heart that refuses to go out, even when life tried to douse it. That fire is God's calling, burning bright, unquenchable. He's unveiling its purpose now, showing you how it's meant to light up the world. You're not just here to exist, you're here to ignite, to inspire, to set things in motion that will outlast you. This revelation is your spark, and it's time to let it blaze. You've felt moments where you questioned your worth, where the world made you feel small. God's revelation is rewriting that narrative. He's showing you that you were never small, you were always His, created with a value that nothing can diminish. This unveiling is His affirmation, His reminder that you're a masterpiece, a chosen one, called to shine in ways the world can't ignore. Let's talk about the doors you thought were closed forever, the opportunities you mourned, the dreams you thought were lost. God's saying they're not gone, they're waiting. This revelation is uncovering the keys to those doors, showing you how to unlock them, how to step through with confidence. What you thought was over is just beginning, and He's guiding you every step of the way. You've been in seasons where you felt stuck, like no matter what you did, you couldn't move forward. That wasn't failure, it was divine timing. God was holding you in place, preparing the ground for what's next. This unveiling is showing you why you waited, what He was building, how every moment was setting you up for a breakthrough bigger than you imagined. There's a peace coming with this revelation, a calm that settles deep in your soul. It's not just about knowing, it's about resting in that knowing. God's uncovering a life where you don't have to strive, where you can trust that He's got it all handled. This peace isn't fleeting, it's a foundation, a gift that will carry you through every storm, every step, every season. You've carried a vision for change, haven't you? A desire to make things better, to heal what's broken, to bring light where there's darkness. God's revelation is giving you the tools to do that. He's showing you the how, the where, the who. You're not just dreaming of change, you're called to create it. And this unveiling is equipping you to step into that calling with boldness. Let's talk about the moments when you felt unseen, like your efforts didn't matter. God saying they did. Every prayer, every act of faith, every step you took in the dark, it was seen, it was counted, it was building something eternal. This revelation is uncovering the impact of those moments, showing you how they're shaping a legacy that will echo through time. You've been through battles that tested your faith, moments where you wondered if God was still there. He was, every single time. This unveiling is showing you His faithfulness, how He carried you through, how He's still carrying you now. Those battles weren't just tests, they were training, preparing you for the victories that are coming, the purpose that's unfolding. There's a boldness rising in you, isn't there? A courage that's starting to take root, pushing you to step out, to speak up, to act. That's God's revelation at work, awakening the warrior in you. He's uncovering the strength you've always had, showing you how to use it, where to direct it. You're not just called to live, you're called to lead, to shine, to make a difference. You've felt moments where you sensed a bigger purpose, a calling that felt too vast to grasp. God's unveiling that purpose now, giving it shape, making it real. It's not just a feeling anymore, it's a mission, a path, a destiny. He's showing you the steps, the people, the moments that will bring it to life. This revelation is your guide, your compass, your light. Let's talk about the relationships in your life. Some have lifted you up, others have weighed you down. God's revelation is bringing clarity to those connections, showing you who's meant to stay, who's meant to go, who's meant to walk with you in this season. These aren't random encounters, they're divine appointments, part of His plan to surround you with those who will amplify your light. You've been through seasons of doubt, where you wondered if you were on the right path. God's saying, you are. This unveiling is His confirmation, His assurance that every step you've taken has been leading to this. The doubts, they're fading. The path, it's clear. You're exactly where you're meant to be, and He's showing you what's next. There's a joy stirring in you, isn't there? A lightness that's starting to break through, even in the midst of challenges. That's God's revelation, bringing a happiness that doesn't depend on circumstances. He's uncovering a life where joy is your strength, where His presence fills you with a peace that nothing can shake. This is your inheritance, and it's yours now. You've carried a heart for others, a desire to help, to heal, to uplift. God's revelation is showing you how to do that. He's uncovering the ways you're meant to serve, the lives you're meant to touch, the impact you're meant to have. This isn't just about you, it's about the ripple effect of your light, the way it will change the world around you. Let's talk about the moments when you felt like you didn't belong, like the world wasn't ready for you. God saying it, Island. This unveiling is showing you your place, not in the shadows, but in the spotlight, where your light can shine. You're not here to fit in, you're here to stand out, to lead, to show others what's possible when someone walks in. His truth. You've been through times when you felt like you had to prove yourself, to earn your place. God's revelation is changing that. He's showing you that your worth isn't earned, it's given by Him from the beginning. This unveiling is His affirmation that you're enough, that you're chosen, that you're His. Step into that truth. It's who you are. There's a power in you that's been waiting to be unleashed. Not the world's kind, but God's. A power to create, to heal, to transform. This revelation is uncovering that power, showing you how to use it, where to direct it, who it's meant to reach. You're not just a vessel, you're a force, a chosen one, called to change the world with His strength flowing through you. You've felt moments where you sensed a shift in the atmosphere, a change you couldn't quite explain. That's God, moving in your life, aligning things for His purpose. This unveiling is showing you the why behind those shifts, the purpose behind those changes. You're not just moving through life, you're moving with intention, with His guidance, with His truth. Let's talk about the dreams you've held on to, even when they seemed impossible. God's revelation is breathing life into those dreams, showing you they're not just wishes, they're His promises. He's uncovering the path to make them real, the steps to take, the doors to walk through. This isn't a fantasy, it's a divine plan, and it's unfolding now. You've been through moments of silence, where it felt like God was far away. Those weren't moments of absence, they were moments of preparation. God was working in the quiet, shaping you, strengthening you, aligning you for this unveiling. Now, He's showing you what He was doing, how every moment was leading to this, how every silence was building your faith. There's a confidence rising in you, isn't there? A certainty that's starting to take root, pushing you to step out, to act, to trust. That's God's revelation at work, awakening the boldness in you. He's uncovering the courage you've always had, showing you how to use it, where to direct it. You're not just called to live, you're called to lead, to shine, to make a difference. You've carried a vision for a better world, a desire to leave things better than you found them. God's revelation is giving you the blueprint to do that. He's showing you the how, the where, the who. You're not just dreaming of change, you're called to create it. And this unveiling is equipping you to step into that calling with clarity and purpose. Let's talk about the moments when you felt like you were carrying too much, when the weight of the world seemed to rest on your shoulders. God's saying you don't have to carry it alone. This revelation is uncovering His strength, His provision, His promise to bear the load with you. You're not just strong, you're backed by His power, and He's showing you how to lean into it. You've been through seasons where you felt like you were fighting alone, where the battles seemed endless. Those weren't just struggles, they were divine assignments, moments God used to shape you into a warrior. This unveiling is showing you the purpose of those battles, the victories they're leading to, the impact they're preparing you for. You're not just a fighter, you're a conqueror, called to win. There's a light in you that's been growing, even when you couldn't see it. A radiance that's been building through every trial, every prayer, every step of faith. God's revelation is amplifying that light, making it impossible to hide. You're not just here to exist, you're here to shine, to illuminate, to show the world what's possible when someone walks in His truth. You've felt moments where you sensed a calling, a purpose that felt bigger than you. That's God, stirring your spirit, preparing you for this unveiling. He's uncovering that purpose now, giving it shape, making it real. You're not just chasing a dream, you're stepping into a destiny, one that's been yours since the beginning. Trust it, walk it, live it. You've walked through moments where you felt the world's weight pressing down, where every step felt like a fight against an unseen force. God's revelation is unveiling the truth behind those struggles. They weren't random, they were refining you, sharpening your spirit, preparing you for a purpose that's bigger than the battles. He's showing you now how each challenge was a stepping stone, leading you to a place where your strength shines as a testament to His power. There's a spark in you that's never faded, even in your darkest hours. A quiet fire that kept you going when everything else screamed, stop. God's uncovering the source of that spark. His Spirit, alive in you, burning with a purpose that nothing can extinguish. This revelation is showing you how to fan that flame, how to let it guide your steps, how to use it to light up the places where darkness has lingered too long. You've had moments where you felt out of sync, like the world was moving at a pace you couldn't match. That wasn't a flaw, it was divine timing. God was holding you in a rhythm all your own, aligning you with His plan. This unveiling is showing you why your pace was different, how it's leading you to moments that are perfectly timed, perfectly placed, perfectly yours. You're not behind, you're exactly where He needs you to be. Let's talk about the dreams you've held in secret, the ones you didn't dare speak out loud. God's revelation is bringing them into the light, showing you they're not just wishes, they're His promises. Planted deep in your heart, He's uncovering the path to make them real, the steps to take, the courage to claim them. Those dreams aren't too big, they're His vision for you, and He's ready to bring them to life. You've felt moments where you sensed a shift in your spirit, a stirring you couldn't quite name. That's God, moving within you, awakening something new. This unveiling is giving that stirring a voice, a purpose, a direction. He's showing you what it means, where it's leading, how it's preparing you for a season of breakthroughs. Trust that feeling. It's His guidance, pulling you toward your destiny. There's a strength in your story that you may not see yet, a thread of resilience woven through every chapter. God's revelation is highlighting that thread, showing you how every moment, every joy, every pain has been building something unshakable. You're not just a collection of experiences, you're a masterpiece, crafted by His hand. And He's unveiling the beauty of your story now. You've been in places where you felt like you didn't belong, where your heart didn't fit the mold. God's saying, that's because you were never meant to fit, you were meant to break the mold. This revelation is showing you why you're different, how your uniqueness is your strength, how it's meant to carve a path others will follow. You're not an outsider, you're a pioneer, called to lead with His light. Let's talk about the moments when you felt like you were carrying too much, when the burdens seemed heavier than you could bear. God's revelation is lifting that weight, showing you that you were never meant to carry it alone. He's uncovering His strength in you, His provision around you, His promise to hold you up. Those burdens weren't meant to break you, they were meant to show you His power. You've had times when you wondered if your efforts mattered, if the small steps you took made a difference. God's saying they did. Every choice, every act of faith, every moment you kept going, it was building something eternal. This unveiling is showing you the impact of those steps, how they're rippling out, touching lives, changing hearts, shaping a legacy that will outlast you. There's a peace in you that's been growing, even through the chaos, a calm that holds steady when the world spins out of control. God's revelation is uncovering the source of that peace, His presence anchoring you, guiding you, keeping you steady. He's showing you how to lean into it, how to let it carry you through every storm, how to make it the foundation of your life. You've felt moments where you sensed a bigger picture, a purpose that felt just out of reach. God's unveiling that picture now, bringing it into focus, showing you how every piece fits together. Your life isn't a puzzle with missing pieces, it's a masterpiece, and He's revealing the full image, the one that ties every moment, every dream, every step into a story of divine purpose. Let's talk about the people who've crossed your path, the ones who've left a mark on your heart. Some brought joy, others brought pain. God's revelation is showing you why they were there, how they shaped you, what they taught you. Those encounters weren't random, they were part of His plan, preparing you for the connections that are coming, the ones that will lift you up and carry you forward. You've been through seasons where you felt like you were waiting for something, anything, to change. Those seasons weren't empty, they were sacred. God was working in the waiting, aligning the stars, setting the stage. This unveiling is showing you what He was doing, how every moment was preparing you for a breakthrough, how every delay was leading to this moment of clarity. There's a fire in your soul that's been burning, even when you couldn't see it. A passion that's kept you moving, even when the road was hard. God's revelation is fanning that fire, showing you its purpose, its power, its place in His plan. You're not just here to live, you're here to blaze a trail, to set things in motion, to leave a mark that won't fade. You've had moments where you felt like you were fighting for something you couldn't name, a purpose you couldn't quite grasp. God's unveiling that purpose now, giving it shape, making it clear. He's showing you what you've been fighting for, why it matters, how it's leading you to a life of impact, of meaning, of divine destiny. You're not just fighting, you're winning. Let's talk about the moments when you felt small, like your voice didn't matter. God's revelation is changing that. He's showing you that your voice is powerful, that your words carry weight, that your presence shifts the atmosphere. You're not just here to speak, you're here to be heard, to inspire, to lead with the truth He's placed in you. You've been through times when you felt like you were walking in circles, like every step led you back to the same place. That wasn't failure, it was preparation. God was teaching you, refining you, aligning you for this moment. This unveiling is showing you the way out of those circles, the path forward, the purpose that's been waiting for you. There's a light in you that's been growing, even when you couldn't see it. A radiance that's been building through every trial, every prayer, every step of faith. God's revelation is amplifying that light, making it impossible to hide. You're not just here to exist, you're here to shine, to illuminate, to show the world what's possible when someone walks in His truth. You've felt moments where you sensed a calling, a purpose that felt bigger than you. That's God, stirring your spirit, preparing you for this unveiling. He's uncovering that purpose now, giving it shape, making it real. You're not just chasing a dream, you're stepping into a destiny, one that's been yours since the beginning. Trust it, walk it, live it. Let's talk about the moments when you felt like you were carrying a burden you didn't choose, a weight you didn't ask for. God's revelation is lifting that burden, showing you that it was never yours to carry alone. He's uncovering His strength in you, His provision around you, His promise to hold you up. You're not just strong, you're backed by His power, and He's showing you how to lean into it. You've been through seasons where you felt like you were fighting alone, where the battles seemed endless. Those weren't just struggles, they were divine assignments, moments God used to shape you into a warrior. This unveiling is showing you the purpose of those battles, the victories they're leading to, the impact they're preparing you for. You're not just a fighter, you're a conqueror called to win. There's a joy in you that's been growing, even through the challenges. A happiness that holds steady when the world tries to shake you. God's revelation is uncovering the source of that joy. His presence filling you, guiding you, keeping you steady. He's showing you how to lean into it, how to let it carry you through every storm, how to make it the foundation of your life. You've felt moments where you sensed a bigger purpose, a calling that felt just out of reach. God's unveiling that purpose now, bringing it into focus, showing you how every piece fits together. Your life isn't a puzzle with missing pieces, it's a masterpiece, and He's revealing the full image, the one that ties every moment, every dream, every step into a story of divine purpose. Let's talk about the people who've crossed your path, the ones who've left a mark on your heart. Some brought joy, others brought pain. God's revelation is showing you why they were there, how they shaped you, what they taught you. Those encounters weren't random, they were part of His plan, preparing you for the connections that are coming, the ones that will lift you up and carry you forward. You've been through seasons where you felt like you were waiting for something, anything, to change. Those seasons weren't empty. They were sacred. God was working in the waiting, aligning the stars, setting the stage. This unveiling is showing you what He was doing, how every moment was preparing you for a breakthrough, how every delay was leading to this moment of clarity. There's a fire in your soul that's been burning, even when you couldn't see it. A passion that's kept you moving, even when the road was hard. God's revelation is fanning that fire, showing you its purpose, its power, its place in His plan. You're not just here to live, you're here to blaze a trail, to set things in motion, to leave a mark that won't fade. You've had moments where you felt like you were fighting for something you couldn't name, a purpose you couldn't quite grasp. God's unveiling that purpose now, giving it shape, making it clear. He's showing you what you've been fighting for, why it matters, how it's leading you to a life of impact, of meaning, of divine destiny. You're not just fighting, you're winning. Let's talk about the moments when you felt small, like your voice didn't matter. God's revelation is changing that. He's showing you that your voice is powerful, that your words carry weight, that your presence shifts the atmosphere. You're not just here to speak, you're here to be heard, to inspire, to lead with the truth He's placed in you. You've been through times when you felt like you were walking in circles, like every step led you back to the same place. That wasn't failure, it was preparation. God was teaching you, refining you, aligning you for this moment. This unveiling is showing you the way out of those circles, the path forward, the purpose that's been waiting for you. There's a light in you that's been growing, even when you couldn't see it. A radiance that's been building through every trial, every prayer, every step of faith. God's revelation is amplifying that light, making it impossible to hide. You're not just here to exist, you're here to shine, to illuminate, to show the world what's possible when someone walks in His truth. You felt moments where you sensed a calling, a purpose that felt bigger than you. That's God, stirring your spirit, preparing you for this unveiling. He's uncovering that purpose now, giving it shape, making it real. You're not just chasing a dream, you're stepping into a destiny, one that's been yours since the beginning. Trust it, walk it, live it. You've felt moments where you sensed a shift, like the ground beneath you was moving, preparing you for something new. That's God, orchestrating a change in your life, aligning every detail for His purpose. This unveiling is showing you the meaning behind those shifts, the reason for the movement. You're not just stepping into a new season, you're stepping into a divine rhythm, where every beat of your heart aligns with His plan, guiding you toward a future filled with promise. There's a courage in you that's been growing, a boldness that's been waiting to break free. God's revelation is unleashing that courage now, showing you how to use it, where to direct it. You're not just here to face challenges, you're here to overcome them, to rise above them, to turn them into stepping stones for His glory. This unveiling is your call to stand tall, to move forward, to let your courage shine as a testament to His power. You've been through moments where you felt like you were carrying a dream too heavy to hold, a vision too big to see through. God's saying, it's not too heavy, He's carrying it with you. This revelation is uncovering the strength He's placed in you, the resources He's providing, the path He's clearing. That dream isn't just yours, it's His, and He's showing you how to bring it to life, step by step, moment by moment. Let's talk about the moments when you felt like you were standing still, like the world was moving while you were stuck. Those weren't moments of failure, they were moments of divine pause. God was holding you, preparing you, aligning you for what's next. This unveiling is showing you why you waited, how every pause was building something greater, how every moment was leading to a breakthrough that's now within reach. You've carried a heart for change, a desire to make a difference, to leave the world better than you found it. God's revelation is giving you the tools to do that. He's showing you the people you're meant to reach, the places you're meant to touch, the ways you're meant to serve. This isn't just about dreaming of change, it's about creating it. And He's equipping you with everything you need to make it happen. There's a light in you that's been burning, even when you couldn't see it. A radiance that's been growing through every trial, every prayer, every step of faith. God's unveiling is amplifying that light, making it a beacon that others can't ignore. You're not just here to live, you're here to shine, to guide, to show the world what's possible when someone walks in His truth. You've felt moments where you sensed a purpose bigger than yourself, a calling that felt too vast to grasp. That's God, stirring your spirit, preparing you for this moment. He's uncovering that purpose now, giving it shape, making it real. You're not just chasing a dream, you're stepping into a destiny, one that's been yours since the beginning. Trust it, walk it, live it. Let's talk about the moments when you felt like you were fighting alone, when the battle seemed too big to win. God's revelation is showing you that you were never alone. He was there, fighting with you, carrying you, strengthening you. This unveiling is revealing the victories those battles were leading to, the purpose they were shaping, the legacy they're building. You're not just a fighter, you're a conqueror called to win. You've been through seasons where you felt like your voice didn't matter, like your words were lost in the noise. God's saying they weren't. This revelation is uncovering the power of your voice, the weight of your words, the impact of your presence. You're not just here to speak, you're here to be heard, to inspire, to lead with the truth He's placed in you. There's a joy in you that's been growing, a happiness that holds steady, even when the world tries to shake you. God's revelation is uncovering the source of that joy, His presence, filling you, guiding you, keeping you steady. He's showing you how to lean into it, how to let it carry you through every storm, how to make it the foundation of your life. You've felt moments where you sensed a bigger picture, a purpose that felt just out of reach. God's unveiling that picture now, bringing it into focus, showing you how every piece fits together. Your life isn't a puzzle with missing pieces, it's a masterpiece, and He's revealing the full image, the one that ties every moment, every dream, every step into a story of divine purpose. Now, chosen ones, this is your moment. God has uncovered it all, every truth, every promise, every piece of His plan for you. You've walked through trials, carried dreams, fought battles, and held on to faith when it was hard. He's seen it all, and he's saying, it's time. Time to step into the fullness of who you are, to shine with the light he's placed in you, to live the purpose he's revealed. This unveiling isn't just a moment, it's a movement. It's a call to rise, to walk boldly, to carry his truth into a world that needs it. You're not here by chance. You're here because God chose you, called you, prepared you. Every step you've taken, every prayer you've prayed, every dream you've held, it's all led to this. You're ready, and he's with you. So stand up, chosen ones. Let this revelation fill you, guide you, transform you. The world is waiting for your light, your voice, your purpose. God has uncovered it all, and now it's yours to claim. Walk in it, shine in it, live in it. You are his, and his truth is yours now and forever.